Hi Angel, so today we are doing the recipe for our oatmeal honey scrubby bars. So stay tuned for the recipe. Hi Angels, welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to do something different. And I have the camera kind of pushed back a little bit. I'm hoping this will make it where you can see a little bit better. Today we're going to do oatmeal scrubby soap bars. So they're going to look like this kind of, only it's going to be oatmeal. So normal routine, if you're selling it, you need a hairnet, mask, apron, and gloves. If you're not, none of this matters. And then you'll need your spatula. You'll need 2 beakers for this one. And because this isn't going to be like our lotions and stuff, we're going to need different kind of tools. So you're going to need a regular kitchen knife will do this, but I use a soap knife and a cutting board of some sort, because you don't want to be cutting up your counters and stuff. And then other tools you'll need is a gram scale and or kitchen scale. I use both. And then for this project you're going to need a pouring pitcher, but we're going to need 2 pounds. This only holds about 1.5 pounds, so we're going to split it into 2. If you have a pitcher big enough to hold all of the soap, that's fine. You don't have to split anything down the middle, but because I don't have anything that big right now that I can or want to use, we're going to use 2 and split it up. And if you have it big enough, then you don't need 2 beakers. 1 will work. Alright, for this project you need 2 of these molds. I got them from wholesalesupplisplus.com. That's where I get a lot of our supplies for this from. You're going to need oatmeal. You got to get this from the store. Can't get this on Wholesale Supplies Plus. You can get it on Amazon maybe. You're going to need 2 pounds of the premium ultra white soap. And you're going to need vanilla color stabilizer for melt and pour soap. You need you need 1/2 ounce of this. And now, because I have to split them into 2, that's what the 2 beakers are for. So we're going to put in both beakers 1/2 ounce of fragrance and 0.25 vanilla color stabilizer. So that's going to go in each of these. And then you'll need your rubbing alcohol for this one, a pipette, and we're using oatmeal, milk, and honey original fragrance oil. And then one more tool you're going to need for this one is a food processor or some kind of a grinder, because we're going to grind up the oats, not into a powder but a finer texture. Alright, so with that, let's get started. So since we need 2 pounds of soap, we're going to do 1 pound in each pitcher. So let me get my stuff organized here and I'll turn the camera down. Okay, we don't need the molds just yet, so I'm going to put those to the side for a minute. Oh, and I always forget to say this, you need paper towels. Very important. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and cut each pound up into the pouring pitchers. So I'm going to turn this down so you can see what I'm doing. and follow along if you want. Goodness. Okay. I usually just cut it along the marks that they have on the back of it. go. Alright, we have a little bit to spare. Just put that back in there. And save it for another project. How about that? So we are done with the cutting board and the knife now. But let me put there so I can use it. I'm gonna put that soaking. I bent that thing. Alright. Since we have the 2 pounds of soap and 16. Yep, they're both 16. Alrighty. So now I have to change my gloves, it looks like. So now we are going to put the oatmeal in the food processor. Now, I'll have to change that. What I did was went ahead and pre-weighed it. That way y'all didn't have to see me doing that. I just used a couple of my little jars. Each one of these has 3.5 ounces in it because we need 7 ounces of oatmeal. If you have something big enough to put all 7 ounces in, that's perfectly fine. I just split it up since I already have the 2 soaps split up too. So we're gonna chop this up, put it back in here, and then do the same thing with this one. So we'll just set our soap to the side for a minute. Alright, I'm gonna grab another glove. Should be fine, it's just soap. Okay. Put it down so you can see what I'm doing. So, as you can see, the oatmeal is just big pieces. We don't want it powdery, but we do want it finer. So I have a, this is a coffee grinder, but I don't use this for coffee. I use it for projects. All right, this might be a little loud. I hope not. There's still a couple of big chunks in here, but that's okay. We don't want it to be all powder. Yeah, this will be fine. And then I'm just going to put it right back in here. Oh, maybe. Alrighty, looks good. So we are done with this. Well, I guess I need to get it out of here first, huh? Well, let's see if it'll work. And just as a trick too, because I know that I'm going to lose some of it, I'll put a little bit extra in there. So instead of 3.5 ounces, I put like 3.6. Alright, let's set that to the side. Put this back in my grinder. So these two can sit to the side for now. Next, we need our gram scale, 2 beakers, fragrance oil, and vanilla color stabilizer, and pipette. So make sure the scale is taired. Now we are going to put 1/2 ounce of fragrance, 0.25 stabilizer in both beakers. So we're going to just go ahead and start. It smells so good. So we need 1/2 ounce of this. And then we need 0.25 of this. So I'm going to tare the scale. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with the other beaker. Need 1/2 ounce of this, of the fragrance. And then we need 0.25 of the stabilizer, so we're going to tare it. Okay, so in both beakers, you should have a ½ ounce of fragrance and 0.25 vanilla color stabilizer. And then we're going to turn our scale off and stir these, because these need to sit for at least 2 minutes. Alright, so we're going to set those to the side for now. And now what we're going to do is we are going to melt our soap. So what I normally do when I have this situation is I'll put both in the microwave 30 seconds at a time. And if you want, you can, let me grab it. Keep an eye on the temperatures with a thermometer. So you don't want it to get above, all soaps are different. Let me think about this one. Well, it doesn't say on it, but usually I always thought they said it on them. I guess they don't. Anyway, usually you don't want them to get above like 130 roughly. And the reason being is because when you get the melt and pour soap like that, it has a oh my gosh, I can't think of the word now. It has something in it that keeps preserve. It has a natural preservative in it, so you don't want to get it too hot because it'll cancel out that natural preservative. So right now we're going to put these in the microwave at 30-second intervals, but before we do that though, something else that you're going to want to do. So hang on just a second. I'm going to pause for a second so I can get it ready. Okay, I had to find my pan. So what you're going to want to do is have your molds on something to put on top of the scale. So whenever the soap comes out, we're going to have the pan sitting like so. Like so when we pour it in. So we're going to do this in 30-second intervals. So I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to melt it down in 30-second intervals. You don't necessarily need to see me doing that. Just every 30 seconds you want to open the microwave and you want to stir the soap around until there are no more chunks left in it. But you'll see it whenever I come back on. Alrighty, so I realized that I screwed up and told you 120 degrees that the soap shouldn't get over. I meant 160. For some reason I was thinking of the candles. I don't know why. Okay, so our soap is about 145-ish degrees right now. And, oh. So, can't really see it, but it's all liquidy. And now we are going to pour one of our fragrance mixtures in here. Stir it up. And then our other fragrance mixture is going to go in the other soap. I'm going to stir it up. While we're stirring this one, we're going to take our oatmeal that we ground up earlier and pour it into the first one. And then I'm going to mix it up. Make sure all the oatmeal gets pretty wet. I'm going to pour the other one in. Mix it up. And if your soap starts to like get cool on you, where it's all like gooey and stuff, you can put it back in the microwave for a few seconds. It's not going to hurt it. Alright. Now we are already on the scale. I'm going to turn it on. And then start pouring. About 1.5 ounces per, well, about 2 ounces per cavity. I'm just adding some extra oatmeal bits to a few of them. You want to try to stir in between each pour into the cavity. It'll help keep the oatmeal bits pretty evened out. Alright, you're going to have a little bit extra, so if you want to wait until these dry out, you can always reheat these up and make a couple extra. It's probably what I'm going to do because I usually keep the extras for my family and I. But, oh, one more thing before I forget. Spritz the top with alcohol. And that's it. So, there is a little bit extra. And you can see it. So I'll probably wait until these harden up to where I can get them out, and I'll reheat that up and probably throw in that extra little bit of soap that I've got over there and make some for me and my family. But other than that, you can find us on Amazon.com/DescendedAngels, GoImagine.com/DescendedAngels, and our website, DescendedAngels.com. We are on all social media. Our handle on all of them that we are on is at DescendedAngels. If you do this recipe, please let us know how it turned out for you, and if you use it, how you like it, and how it does for you on your skin, or if you gift it or whatnot. We love feedback, so if you could just let us know how we did, or how you did, how we did, how we all did. How about that? Works great. So for now, I will have to stitch in another video because this takes a few hours, so I can show you all the final product once it is cooled and they're hardened and I can get them out of the mold. But for right now, that is it. These make about 18 roughly 2-ounce bars of soap. They might be off a little bit, it just depends. I try to weigh it the best I could, but that's not always the easiest thing to do. So yeah, that's about it. Please let us know how we did, and if you did it and how it turned out for you. We love the feedback. If we're doing anything you have questions about, I'm happy to answer. Just we don't know unless you say. But for now, that is it. This video is now almost 40 minutes long, and I'm ready for bed. So that's that. Ta-ta, bye for now, angels. Hi angels, welcome back to our channel. So it has been officially 24 hours since doing the oatmeal scrubby bars. So now I've already demolded one and already put them in their little 4x6 bags. So I'm going to show you how I do it with the other mold. Alright, here we go. This can be a little tricky sometimes, so what I normally do is sit on top of that one and do this to get it unstuck from the sides. And then just flip her on over and gently push until it comes out. one just kind of popped out, didn't it? Now voila, there we have it.